You are looking live at the WBC Arena. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's King Ryan Garcia, weighed in at a perfect 135 pounds for this lightweight contest. He's 5 foot 10 inches tall with a reach of 70 inches. And he'll be facing the monster, Zhu Khan. He weighed in at an even 60 kilos, 175 centimeters tall with a reach also of 175.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Up first, it's Ryan King Garcia, one of the most famous boxers the world over, the fastest hand. The monster, Zhu Khan, fighting out of Beijing, China. This world-renowned featherweight looks to pick up another big win here. Some of the fastest hands in the world.
Look at this, these fighters are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Victorville, California, here is the exciting boxing sensation, King Ryan Garcia. Fighting out of the blue corner from Beijing, China, introducing the acclaimed featherweight champion of the world, known as the Monster, Zhu Khan.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Todd, when you've got fighters in there that really believe they're going to win, that's when the action happens.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready. They ring the bell, and here we go. Both men step back for just a moment. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this will be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Missing with that jab. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut will probably come in handy.
A good swarmer will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
These two are the perfect dance partners. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter shot. Nice punch. I'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Garcia in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Johnny, I love watching these lighter fighters just based on the hand speed and the foot movement. So impressive to watch. Beautiful counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They have no respect for each other's punching power. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Garcia in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
one lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. Jab does not score. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. Fantastic punch.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Perfect punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Those counter punches have to hurt. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Garcia in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
There's the bell to start the round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
It's all offense all the time. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe to toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano. They're letting the shots go.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. A perfect counter lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Garcia in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action. They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nope, that hook won't score. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Garcia in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The jab not finding its target. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Jab doesn't quite connect. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Swing and a miss with that hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Garcia in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell to start the round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Because they're so big, because they can punch, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire, because somebody's going to get hurt and someone's got to react.
These two fighters are made for one another. A perfect counter shot. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off them. Blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
This could be the end. And the referee will begin the count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over. Talk about Garcia in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. They ring the bell, and here we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Quick punch scores. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That hook was off target. How about that time counter shot? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round. And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. That right hand got him. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. Good counter punching. They both so much for defense. Final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast the round. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes.
This may do it. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Bravery being shown here is just incredible. I don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Can't land the jab there. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? That counter shot lands. Nice. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. They've got the momentum. They ring the bell, and here we go. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Oh my goodness, that little Yorkshire Terrier is never going to give up.
Nice punch. They miss with the jab. Oh, what a punch. Well done with that counter shot. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
He just misses with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This is a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Perfect counter shot. It, a unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.